Howdy there, Internet people, it's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump and Johnson facing a rebellion in the House. It doesn't appear to have been any one thing that has pushed Republicans to the breaking point with their leadership. But there's definitely a whole lot of unhappy Republicans, and they're all blaming Johnson, which is funny, but also inaccurate. Trump gave Johnson the marching order for this fiasco. For some, it was just the general no negotiation over something that even some Republicans want. For others, it was spitting in the face of the troops, or at least spitting on their paychecks, when the GOP refused to even hold a vote on paying them. For others, it was Epstein. MTG was at the front of this one too, saying, quote, "Look, Democrats, you created this mess. Republicans, you have no solutions. You haven't come up with a new plan in place, and we're not even talking about it, and it is hurting so many people." Johnson continues to tell everybody that the House has done its job by passing a bill that can't pass the Senate. I'd also point out that the bill is a continuing resolution, which in and of itself means they haven't done their job, because CRs are only used when the House fails to get appropriations together. Representative John Joyce seems pretty bothered by Republican leadership refusing to pay the troops, saying, quote, "If Congress fails to do its job, our military shouldn't pay the price." Representative Kiley of California seemed to be mad about the whole idea of doing nothing, saying, quote, "The Speaker shouldn't even think about canceling session for a third straight week." As all of this plays out, Massey is smiling and fanning himself with a discharge petition. He said, quote, "Why are we in recess? Because the day we go back into session, I have 218 votes for the discharge petition to force a vote on releasing the Epstein files." It's worth noting that MTG thinks it has at least something to do with that too, remarking kinda offhandedly that being in recess, quote, "certainly does avoid the Epstein discharge petition." She also went all in again on getting the Affordable Care Act tax credits through, and in the process, blasted the behind closed doors meeting that we've been talking about Republicans holding, saying, quote, "Any serious Speaker of the House is going to build consensus within his conference behind a plan. It's not something secret that gets worked on in a committee. This cliff is coming for millions and millions of Americans, where their health insurance premiums are about to skyrocket. So put your money where your mouth is." Green also seemed to delicately imply Trump was making mistakes. She said, quote, "I'd never speak on behalf of the president, but I don't think he's always getting the best advice." I'm going to be honest. I didn't have Marjorie Taylor Greene as being the one who would go to the press with, "He's surrounded by people who don't know what they're doing." But here we are. There's no way of knowing how this plays out, but there's a lot of animosity forming on the Republican side of the aisle as they own goal the shutdown. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.